Aquarius, hi. So this is going to be a reading for September 16th through the 22nd. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Aquarius, what do we got? All right, the overall energy for the reading, the Seven of Wands. A little bit of, I'm not sure where to go with this. I'm kind of 50-50 on this. I usually get it more on the downside, this energy, but I don't know. You could be actually feeling good about something here. We'll leave that at that, because I'm not sure what to give you there. My intuition is split in half here, so we'll come back to it. In the recent past, the Page of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, the Hermit. There's a lot of healing. There's a lot of you kind of hanging on to something that's very important to you, and I kind of get the sense that you take that something, or the energy of that something, you take it with you and doing some healing there. So I'm not sure how that went and what happened. So you definitely focused towards potentially opening up more to something that looks quite important to you here. But in the current situation, the Empress, the Three of Cups, the Hangman. Yeah, energies, great energies are at play, tied up to another energy, which again seems to be potentially the most important energy in your life right now. But there's this openness to it, and there's also, these energies seem to be surrounded by love and openness, and you're just in there basking in it all. It's like, you know, you're not giving me a sense of I never want it to end, even though sometimes we think like that when this is happening, but kind of like that, kind of like, you know, let's just enjoy the moment here, because the moment looks really, really nice right now, you know? So, okay. In the immediate future, the Chariot, the Two of Wands, the Five of Wands. Whew. Someone's waiting for the ball to drop. What's going on? There's a sudden change, but it's like, it's so sudden that it's in a split second. And it's like somebody's waiting for, I'm not going to say, you know, the worst case scenario to something, but something like not great, you know, like, oh, okay, that's going to happen, or something like that. I don't know. Okay. That's a flip. Let's clarify. Let's see what's going on. Seven of Wands. Let's see what you got here. Oh yeah, no, you feel good about something here. Page of Swords, King of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Man, your energies are perfect here. There's a lot of passion, but you're not acting from that passion necessarily. You're just feeling it. The movement part on your side is quite slow, actually. It's like, you know, I'm taking my sweet time. I'm enjoying the moment. I feel very good about a lot of things that surround me, especially the situation you're dealing with. There's no rush to you. There's no, usually when I see that much passion, I also see, ooh, it feels good. Let's go. Let's do it. Huh? You're like, yeah, it feels really nice. You know, that's why we're not rushing it. Okay. Let's do the Page of Cups. In the recent past, the Hierophant, the Chariot, the Five of Cups. Yeah, something has been brought to your attention and it needed some healing. Something has been resurfaced almost. It's like, yeah, you're opening up to something, but you opening up to something actually opens up potentially an old wound or something. So as this starts to come together, it's great and all, but it opens up this massive possibility of healing that initially doesn't even have to do with the situation. It's you know, and your past situations that remained unhealed. So this energy entering your life there, definitely opened you up to a lot of things. For the Four of Pentacles, you get the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like the first thing you may have noticed attached to this situation, because it was new, because it was like, oh my God, this is, okay, this has potential to go somewhere. And that's why it opened up so many things for you, because the first thing that shows up here as a big one is your fear that this is not going to go anywhere, even though you want it to. So when your fear shows up and tells you, I don't know, we'll see where this goes, because I don't trust that it will, you know, based on my past experiences and all of that. You probably started to heal that, because when you do that, you recreate your past, you know. Your fear just keeps you in the same place. It doesn't give you the opportunity to evolve. It keeps you where you're at. It's not going to say, oh, you know, be a little scared, but move on. No, it's going to say, stay here. It's cozy. It's cozy where we're at. You don't have to progress. You don't have to move. You don't have to. It's here where you know already what's up, and you know you're going to get hurt if you proceed. So why do that? Don't bother, you know. And that's how we recreate the same freaking energies, the ones that we already experienced in other situations, completely different, you know, through those fears. Oh, I don't think it's going to work out. Let me guess, it didn't work out, you know. But you spot that, and that's when you start to heal a lot of these things that are being brought to your attention, basically, you know. So this situation brought a lot of things up for you that you may have started healing. For the Hermit in the recent past, you get the Three of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. Yep. I feel like it's shaped up nicely too, you know, through your healing. Because again, you enter this, things are being brought to your attention, you start working on yourself quite intensely there, and then you see the build-up of all of this relationship or whatever situation this is to you. I see the foundation, then I see the commitment laying on that foundation, and everything's solid as you heal. So it's pretty cool, you know. Initially, I see you bringing in all your baggage, which that's what's been revealed to you, you know. And then it's like, no more baggage. This is brand new. This is what I got right now in front of me, and I'm working with it, you know. Let's do the Empress in the current situation. You get the Eight of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, the Four of Swords. Whoever this is, or you, I think it's them, but it might be you, is in a little bit of a hermit mode, is kind of disconnected from the world outside of themselves. Somebody here is showing up like that. And it could be interpreted as, uh-oh, you know, what are they doing? Why are they not open to me? Why do I feel this distance all of a sudden? It's a little, they're inside, they're hermiting, whoever this is. You know, it's quite normal when we kind of go within to not put a lot of energy outside of ourselves, and it could be interpreted a lot of times as, where are you? What's wrong with you? It's like, nothing's wrong. You know, in my own mini vacation from the world. So, yeah, I don't know who that is, though. I do see it as them, maybe. Oh, okay. For the Three of Cups, you get the Queen of Cups, the Death card, the Five of Pentacles. Remember what I told you, that this situation from the get-go brought in quite the fear of things not working out. Well, when somebody's kind of going within here, and whoever's at the other end of this is interpreting this as being, oh my God, what's going on? That brings up a ton of fear. So you thought you healed that in the past, it's coming in stronger. It's like, oh my God, this is going to be done. I'm going to lose this. That's it. We're done. Okay. So don't you think that because you healed it in the past, you know, especially from the perspective of you not recreating your past through those fears, that it's not going to show up again? It will, big time. Especially when it's tied up to things that are very meaningful to you, you know. So I see the fear coming in because of this disconnection, which is not a disconnection. It's actually a connection with themselves, whoever's going through this, you know, but a disconnection from the world in order for them to achieve that. So I'm not surprised to see this fear here, but it's shown up quite strong. Let's do the Hangman, the Queen of Pentacles, the Tower, the Knight of Swords. You are doing amazing despite everything that's going on here for 5 minutes. And then you're like, oh, let me check on them. Let me see if they're back or something. And that's your fear, again, kind of pulling you out. You're starting with this energy of, you know what? They're on their own journey. We have a common journey together, which feels amazing, usually. Right now, it feels like there's a little bit of, like, they're not in it for some reason. So I'll just focus on me. I'll do that too. I'll just focus on me. And then within a couple of minutes, did they come home yet or something? Are they back? You know, that's none of your concern. You'll know when they're back. You'll know. You'll feel it. But like, yeah, it's very interesting how all of this plays out. Because I feel like, again, at the at the core of this, there's love. There's definitely a deep connection here you have with someone. And sometimes it happens that, you know, somebody, it could be even you sometimes, is not fully present. And that should be okay. That means within their journey, they're being called someplace else to give their focus someplace else. And a lot of the times it's to us, you know, which you started doing it for a couple of minutes, you know, but then you were more concerned about their journey and what they're doing there, which again, when they're back, you'll feel it because you're too connected to not feel it. It's just creating space for the situation at the end of the day. That's why the energy showed up so strong of the Hangman, right? Just standing still and allowing for this to happen and not letting this fear that showed up so strongly in the middle of the reading take over. Because that's when the Knight of Swords shows up and it's like, are they back yet? You know, we there yet? You're doing good. You're going to be okay here. I was just reminding yourself from time to time that everybody's on their own journey. In the immediate future, you get for the Chariot, you get the 10 of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles, the Hangman. Yep, you're starting to master this, for sure. This whole standing still and just trusting that you're on your own journey, they're on their own journey. You got a common journey together. When you're ready to come back to it, you will, because, you know, you trust that. So, yeah, cool. I told you got this. Let me see the 2 of Wands. You get the 2 of Cups, the High Priestess, the Strength card. Yeah. And meanwhile, it's almost like living through the energy of love that connects the two of you. Because that's where the common journey is at. In the energies that are being shared. It doesn't have to be, you come here, I want to feel you next to me. And if you're absent, even though you're next to me, then get the fuck out of here. No, that's not what it is. You know, it's ultimately what you feel, what they feel combined, you know exactly what that is. Let's do the 5 of Wands. I wonder if this is the fear trying to interfere. For the 5 of Wands, you get the 3 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, the Ace of Swords. Oh, this is where you lose your patience here. You're like, okay, I'm standing still. I trust. I feel the love. I feel all of that. Everything's great here. But I gotta go. I gotta check on them or something. Yeah, okay. I mean, there's a massive fear here, so I can understand. I'm surprised you stayed for this long in this energy, and then, you know, at some point it's like, okay, I gotta go bring them home or something, because I don't know where they're at. Maybe they're lost. I gotta check on them. But it's still coming from this massive fear that I see in the middle here. You know what I don't see here? You addressing this fear. In the past, I see you acknowledging it and being like, okay, let's work on that. Right now, it's not that you're missing it, you're skipping it. You know, because these energies feel too good. These ones of standing still, minding your own journey, feeling this connection for what it is. It feels good. It's like, why do we have to incorporate energies that don't necessarily feel good, like fear? So we're not going to do that. I would suggest you do, because otherwise it's going to make you come out of your own bubble and try to burst into theirs, you know? So it's about giving space to yourself and giving space to the process that's at play here, you know, ultimately. And fear is always going to make you take a needle and poke at that bubble of this process, you know, kind of like, okay, let's check it out. Let's see what's in there. Let's make a mess in there, you know? So, but I feel like for the most part, you're aware of that. You just gotta start working with this current fear as well. Let me see what the universe has for you as a final advice. The Four of Cups, the Magician, the Queen of Pentacles. You're a little conflicted here. Like you are creating space, not only for yourself, but for this whole situation. A big chunk of you is doing that. A big chunk of you is upset that somebody's not showing up, even though you're creating space. So it's kind of contradictory there, because it's like, well, if you're creating space, why would you be upset that they're on their own journey? Even if that keeps them a little away from you, you know, then that's not space really for them. So that's what you're manifesting. That's what your desire is, to create space. But depending on how upset you are that things aren't turning out in a certain way, then that's not really creating space. Maybe you're in this place of, you know, I'm creating space for this. I don't have to like their decisions and their this and that and the other, which, okay, I can agree with that. You don't have to like that. And still create space for that. If that's the case, then okay, you're doing it just right. If you're like, but I want them here, that's not creating space. You know? But yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of work to do here, especially when it comes to that fear, because I feel like that's the issue for all of these bursts outside of this, you creating space for yourself and them, you know. But yeah, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.